A high school randomly assigns prom dates, and not everybody's happy about it on social media, of course. Twitter's always gonna have an opinion. So this is at Aquin High School. This has occurred for the past 91 years. I don't know where Aquin is in the article, and the other article that I read, it didn't specify what city or town that it's in. I think it's in the United States.
I'm
right?
checking that right now.
Okay, so he's gonna investigate where Aquin High School is. AHS is the way they abbreviate it. And this has been going on, as I stated, for 91 years. So this isn't something new. This is a tradition of theirs. And what they do is they have the boys go in one room, the girls, what it looked like by the photograph in the article, they're sitting like in a gymnasium. The boys pick randomly a girl's name, and then they come out and then they have to perform skits while they ask the girl on whatever piece of paper that they got. And the whole point of this is to make sure that everyone's included in prom. They don't want anybody left out. So let's get to the reaction on social media. So you have a lot of people applauding it. You have a tweet here from Whoa Lissa, a high school in Illinois. Illinois, thank you.
Freeport.
Yay, whoa Alyssa. A high school in Illinois does random drawing prom dates to make sure everyone goes. That's so disgustingly cute. Wow. Amanda loves you. She tweets, there's a high school that assigns prom dates, so everybody has one. This is what I needed. And then you have people pointing out that this is just ridiculous. Not So Silent says, high school does not let students choose prom dates. Instead, dates are assigned randomly, hashtag snowflake, hashtag everyone gets a trophy, hashtag end of the world. And then they have other tweets that echo that same sentiment. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
You must accept this rose.
Duffs get dates too.
Don't need a date. I don't think you need a date for prom. I think it's great if you want to go stag, or if you have a friend, or if you just, I didn't get invited to my proms, and one of them I did. One of them I did. One I went with a friend. One I got invited because it was my boyfriend at the time. The other 2 I went stag, and I think that's okay. And
Wait, how many proms did you have?
Well, there's 2, junior, senior,
but she was a cool kid. She got invited she went every year.
The other years when I was old enough, I went stag, and I think that's okay.
It's okay.
And I did feel shitty one of the times, and the other time I felt like I'm independent. I can do whatever I want.
Yes, Destiny's Child.
And I think it's okay. Like, you should go through those waves of emotion. I don't think we need to coddle and shelter everyone. Although I do think it's a sweet sentiment, but I do think it's a bit sheltering.
It is a bit sheltering, but I think the underlying message and the intent is to include everyone. Everyone wants to have a good time. High school is some of the most formative years of your life. People are still bitter and scarred over things that happened in high school 20 years ago. So I think at this high school in Illinois, having these kids being forced to interact with each other, also they perform for them. It's encouraging a lot of confidence building activity.
What? Now, it's too gender specific.
But
and why do you need a date to go to prom? Why can't you go by yourself?
Right, but Sam, of course, you absolutely, Sam, but
how is it confidence
building?
Because
there's Sam, in high school, I had friends that didn't have the confidence to go out and ask someone that were in their shell, that weren't
so it's better for the school to do it for you?
But when you're forced to step out of your comfort zone, you grow. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
But how are they forced when all they have to do is pick a name and they come out there and do their thing?
But for some people, Samantha, that's a hard thing to do.
I guess I just want people to have the freedom to either be the girl to ask the boy, to have the freedom to say me and my girlfriend are going, to have the freedom to say like what if you're in a same-sex relationship? They have boys picking girls' names. I don't know.
But they're not forced to do that. That's if they want to partake in this activity, right?
I didn't see anybody that was not. Sorry, Grace, get in.
Well, no, I mean, it feels like that's sort of the norm at this school. This has become sort of a tradition. Does part of the fact that it's a tradition appeal to you as well, Jason, where it's like sort of this something that has existed within this community for a while that people can look forward to? I don't know. So prom is like not a big deal in high schools in Belgium. So
either at my school it really wasn't either.
Yeah, it's like the end of year dance, I guess, a little bit. I did go my junior and senior year both times with a boy.
What did you wear?
A dress, a red one, and then a purple one.
Oh, Gracie!
Yeah,
I want to see.
But what I would say is, I think that both of you make really valid points here. I kind of think I fall a little bit in the middle, but also as someone that if I could go back, I don't know, I would have done prom totally differently. I would have been true to myself. I wouldn't have worn a dress, blah, blah, blah. But you don't have that sort of confidence when you are in high school.
True.
What I would say is the most important lesson I learned about high school is that it's all about trying new things and getting your heart broken. I think those are two things that kind of suck to go through, but you have to go through it to get to the next stage. So trying new things, I would say, say if you're a kid that goes to this high school, you want to break a little bit of that tradition, I think you should go for it. You should feel free to go for it. Or if you are a kid that is feeling a little bit queer and this doesn't align with who you might want to go with, then you should go with that too. And hopefully it seems like this is a really, like a very, together community, this high school, because they've been doing it since like 1920 something. So hopefully they would celebrate that and they'd be there for everyone that's, in their high school. But I also think it's important to get your heart broken, and part of that comes with asking someone and getting rejected.
Yes, or not even being asked. I remember being like,
putting yourself
I didn't
out
get
there.
asked, and then you get over it.
Feeling a little bit lonely and being like, I'm the only, I remember distinctly thinking that I am the only person in the world that has ever felt a heartbreak like the one I was experiencing when I was in high school. And knowing that now, that's totally not true. Everyone feels that way.
Sure.
Everyone feels that way, and it's important to go through it all. So what I would say about this story is that prom is just a thing you have to go through. Have fun, be safe, hang out with your friends, or hang out with your significant other if you want, but just be you and just do it now, because you'll regret it when you're older if you don't.
And it can be, like you said, a really good, I don't know, a number of things. It could be character building. It could be just like a lesson to get over, because I remember also feeling like a little bit like a wallflower, because I remember one of the proms I didn't get asked to dance, but I went out there and there was a boy that I liked and I asked him to dance.
I can't even believe you not being the cool kid, Sam.
I danced around in all, no pun intended, I danced around in all different cliques.
Yeah.
So like I was friends with everybody, but I also, swimming was my identity, and I was gone a lot through high school as I competed all around the US and sometimes even internationally. So like I was there, but I wasn't there. But I loved everybody, but I got my heart broken. I got denied. I definitely wasn't like the pretty cool girl. I was just friends with everyone.
High school for me was different, because in high school
Did you go to your proms?
I went to all 4 proms. But no, it's not that glamorous. I was on television in high school, so I hosted a local TV show in Albuquerque, from age of 16 through 21.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so Albuquerque is a small city, so you have this whole different way of viewing things. I was kind of homeschooled, but I was still very, very insecure. Very, very insecure.
We all were, I was at least.
And when I got asked to prom, I got left at Red Lobster at my first prom.
Kind of sounds like my dream, actually. Like if the boy that I'd gone with had been like, I'm just gonna leave you at Red Lobster, I'm like, awesome, do they have waitresses?
No, but I had to cab it to prom, and the people I went to prom with were it was like almost a Carrie situation, so I didn't have psychic powers to kill everyone with.
Yeah.
But I do think that kids nowadays, I have a younger daughter. She graduated high school last year, and when she was in high school, she was always talking about, I want to ask guys out. I want to be, a part. So I think that yes, these kids should have a choice as to whether they want to participate in this activity.
I agree.
And for some kids, they're probably praying for someone to force them to make that first move.
Yeah.
But kids nowadays, they're so bold and so empowered and so emblazoned that they'll do whatever they want. So either participate or don't. But at the end of the day, I think inclusiveness is good for a lot of kids.
I agree. I think inclusion is good, but I do hope they have the option, and I do hope that I want there to be the option too, where it's not so gender specific too.
Yeah, sure.
But
Absolutely.
again, I think it comes from a good place, but I think it's a little limiting too. I don't know. Share your thoughts, please. I'm sure there's going to be varied opinions.
You're wrong, Sam. Snowflake.
I'm the opposite of snowflake on this one, because I actually think you got to buck up a little bit on this one. You just got to go out there. And if you get shot down, you get shot down. We've all been there. So fuck you, Grace. So please share your thoughts. We'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.